Here are the horoscopes from the 25th of June to the 1st of July 2018. We have lots going on this week, and we start with the summer solstice. We're in the middle of the summer solstice. As the sun rises and sets at the maximum arc over the sky, we have the maximum hours of daylight. And with Neptune recently turned retrograde, this adds to the feeling of going inwards, because the sun will start to retreat, and at this time we're hung in the balance. It's a very spiritual, very evocative, emotional time when we can just pause and feel. And Neptune adds to this as we can tune into our spiritual tuning fork, so we can feel on a sensory level, on a cellular level, our intuition and the inner voice. So in the modern world we're often compelled to know and to control the future. I need to know where I'm going, I need to know how this will turn out or what I'm doing. But there's a challenge here for anybody that's fallen too far into that control mechanism, that our real knowing is when we stop and listen. So not having to know where we're going, not having to know what we're doing, but tuning back in so that we can really feel where we're coming from first, before we then start to act upon that and change the direction that we're going in. There's also a fantastical element to Neptune retrograde, and especially at this time of the summer solstice. So we can discern between fantasy and reality. We can reassess and recalibrate. So a very soulful start to the week, but then by Tuesday we have Mars turning retrograde in Aquarius. This is a much more feisty aspect. We've had Mars going through Aquarius. One of the themes for 2018, especially the summer, is this Mars retrograde and tipping back into Capricorn in August. So the symbol for Mars is the sun disk with an upward arrow. This literally represents where we take our soul force energy and direct it upwards. So on the highest level, Mars is the spiritual warrior, where we have that passion directed. And Aquarius is the visionary. So from now until August, we've got the opportunity to have a look at what is our spiritual vision. Where are we directing that passion and that vitality? And what's the vision at the centre? So another retrograde. This is a very retrograde month. Looking at what we care about, what excites us, and connecting with that inner fire, which when acted upon brings forth the vision. So on Tuesday, a really good day to tune into your excitement, to tune into your vision of the whole, where we're going as a collective consciousness. Raise that up so that we've gone beyond the personal and we're actually looking at our contribution to life. There'll be inspiration in there as well, and possibly a change of perspective, a change of vision, once we get over ourselves and we start to look at ourselves in the bigger picture. Then on Thursday we have the full moon in Capricorn, and the moon sits right next to Saturn, which is the ruler of Capricorn. So this is quite a stern one. This is the reality rather than the fantasy. This will balance those out, as Saturn likes to school us. In the body, Saturn's the backbone. That's the mountain internally. It's our core strength, our discipline and our integrity. So here we'll be examining superficiality versus responsibility. So this goes very well with what I was talking about earlier. Not just the reality and the fantasy, but what we're putting our energy to, and is it worth it? So in the modern world we're often encouraged to take things on a superficial level and take the superficial too seriously. This again is the personal. We get wrapped up in our personal world and all of those details. But often this is a distraction from doing the real work, from inspecting the serious side of life, to take responsibility, to focus our attention, and to step up into authenticity. So there's no cutting corners, there's no distractions here. Big full moon in Capricorn reflecting back to us that when we do things with integrity and discipline, then we reap the rewards in the end, because we make ourselves proud and we grow in strength. So we can look back to the new moon in Capricorn, which was in January, and the journey that we've taken, the mountain that we've climbed. what we've done well, what we've stood on and for. And this full moon will reflect back the rewards of that journey. By Friday we have Mercury moving into Leo, and this is quite a dramatic aspect. So this brings us the courage to know and to speak the truth. It's very potent for that, so over the next few weeks we should have the courage and the confidence to speak out, having gone on that journey, to find the integrity, to find the reality, and to find our core. And at the weekend, all the small steps that we've taken, all the subtle transformations that we go through every day seem to come to a head and complete a cycle. So there's a feeling of rebirth. We've changed forever. We can't believe in the old paradigm anymore, and we emerge reborn, lighter and brighter. So a very full-on week, lots to do, everything happening day by day, and this is all written up on my website astrozo.com. But a chance to pause, to reflect, to tune in, to recenter, to find our core and our dignity and our strength, to look at all the changes that have happened, and to speak from the heart and to speak from that inner truth. It's very important with astrology that we take it past the personal and past the psychological. So I do encourage you to have a look at where all of this is happening for you. This full moon could bring greater depth to your relationships or rewards from a project, depending on where it falls in your chart. Finding your voice with Mercury and Leo could be to state your value, or it could be in communications with loved ones and family, depending on where Leo is in your chart. So applied astrology is to know your own chart first, and then to be able to place these aspects into your chart so that you can harness the energy and work with them more effectively. So if you'd like some help with that, I am available for readings, one-to-one or over Skype. We can connect you with your birth chart soul plan and then actually see where these energies are for you to engage with. So if you'd like to contact me, I'm at AstroZo on Facebook and at ZoeHines7 on Instagram. Or you can email me zoehines7@gmail.com. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week.